Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!
Welcome, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends to Spoiler Sleepover, Season 3, the Season of Suffering. Suffer along with your co-hosts Jason, Michael, and Rob as they watch and review some of the worst films to ever hit the screen. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
I don't know.
What a twist!
Bro.
What a twist!
I wouldn't even classify it as a good twist, but
Nope.
Sure, if you want to call it a twist.
I told you I hated this
welcome
one.
back. Yeah, that's fine. Welcome back, everybody, to
Yeah.
Spoiler Sleepover, the Season of Suffering. I'm Jason Michael.
Suffer. And I'm Rob.
And as Rob stated, we're back, suffering, with 2019's Pet Sematary
Nobody
remake.
asked for this remake.
Not really.
Nope.
Not really. But
Not at
before
all.
we get into that, of course, we do have to talk about some what's been keeping us up at night. And Rob, what has been keeping you up at night?
Well, watching a bunch of movies. I actually, for those of you
programs.
subscribed to the Patreon, you heard my Movie Spew Monday. I went and saw We Bury the Dead. Highly, no, I normally say highly recommend. And this one it's strange.
Moderately recommend.
If you want my full feelings on it, subscribe to the Patreon. But what I will say is all of the ads and a few people who told me, go see this movie, have said this is like a new chapter, a reinvention of the zombie. And kind of. I will also say this. I will never say don't go to the theaters because our theaters are dying. Please go support the theaters. But this is definitely one that you can watch at home. Like, there's like two pretty dope aerial shots. Other than that, like it's kind of not necessary. It was a good movie. It was whatever. In a 2-day period, though, I watched all of the Copenhagen Test, which is a new Peacock show.
Oh, okay. I was like, the hell is that?
Holy fuck. Do I recommend this one? Absolutely.
Is it better than the Skull test?
I don't know what that is.
Copenhagen and Skull, very, very popular brands of dip. That was my joke.
I thought you said skull. Like,
Oh.
I want you a skull. All right. No.
There you
No,
go.
that was good. I use Rogue pouches. This is what helped me quit vaping. So
Not sponsored yet.
yet. Oh my god! If Rogue sponsored us, our tasty little lip treats would be the fucking greatest thing ever.
I'm glad I know the context because that sounded worrisome. Anyway.
But yeah, the Copenhagen Test. I had seen an ad for it during one of the football games I was watching during the Steelers game, specifically the Steelers game. What's up,
You
Dylan?
were fucking going nuts with Steelers.
I'm a Steelers fan, so is Dylan Brown. We had a long text conversation about it. He was just like, wait, you're a Steelers fan too? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And we started talking about it.
Do you want to do karate in the garage? All right, go on.
Yup. So the trailer intrigued me. I was like, wait, what? So the premise is it's a guy who works for like an underground agency of the government. It's called the Orphanage. And he was unknowingly, this isn't put in the ad, but it is, you find out pretty quickly in the first episode. He was unknowingly a test subject for a Wi-Fi tapping for your brain so that they can see your eyes and your movement and hear you talk. And it gets hacked. So this secret organization is now being surveilled and they're not sure by whom. But then he's told about the fact that his brain is hacked, and it all unfolds in 8 episodes that are just under an hour long. Holy shit, this show is awesome. It starts off like every other like spy sitcom that you get out there. Like, it's like, oh, okay. It's just like nothing over the top. And as the show goes on, I think it was like episode like 5 or 6, the violence just gets ramped up to 11. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, wow, you didn't show any of this. You showed cars exploding. You saw, people were getting shot, and they were doing like the stereotypical, like, this is a PG movie, flip around, no blood. And then out of nowhere, they were just like, fuck this, fuck you, fuck this, cool. Shit, ass, balls, blood. And I was just like, wow, that was a quick change. But yeah, the Copenhagen test, it's on Peacock. It's a Peacock original. All 8 episodes are out. That's the entire season. So fucking good. That is what's been keeping me up at night. Jason Michael, what's been keeping you up at night?
I'm so glad you haven't said anything about The Rookie, because I cannot watch it until August, I believe.
Did that come out already?
Yeah.
Is it back
the first episode of season 8.
Oh,
yes, came out this past week.
I didn't even notice. I was on Hulu. I didn't even see it.
Additionally, I would like to hear your thoughts, because you watched a movie that I recently said to. You watched Traumatica.
Yeah, there we go. There's one. There was another movie. There was a movie that I watched that I wanted to bring up.
You repressed it, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I don't understand why people are like, oh my God, it's so upsetting. Like, it's not. I mean, maybe I'm tainted.
It's upsetting, but not for like horror movie reasons. It's upsetting because you're just like, that's not right by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, yeah, well, yes, I'm not saying that the context of it is okay in any way, shape, or form, but I've seen worse. And like, I feel like there's a chance that this movie could have like the aspects that are traumatica, if you will, about this may have hit better if and only if the acting was at all good, because it was terrible. Like, it was so bad. The scary faces the woman was making weren't fucking scary. Like, she looked like she was trying not to laugh half the time. It was just, and the dad was fucking, you want to take a crash course in overacting, watch this guy. I don't know, man. People, I feel like this, it's a really, it's fucked up, but I feel like it's also a really great concept. It was just executed terribly. Like, terribly. And you've got production company after production company, and like decent production companies that actually make some semi-decent horror movies that were attached to this. I was like, what? Did they look at their return and were like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it's not a long movie, but it felt like it was 3 hours long. I kept checking the clock. I'm like, yo, is this over yet? I'm like, it's been 20 minutes. I'm like, this felt like 2 hours.
I looked at my watch 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
It's not a great movie. And well, there's your mini spew right there. Don't go watch Traumatica, but at the same point, go watch it if you want, but at the same point, it's not going to be great. As for me, I've been watching not really a lot, but I did watch 2 brand new things. I've been watching a bunch of Game Grumps things, especially some of their Ghoul Grumps. So like when they play Phasmophobia and Pacify, which if you are following our Twitch, don't you worry, Rob and I will be playing those very, very soon. They're real fun, scary games that just make you fucking hate the fact that you're sitting in a video game, and it's terrifying, and I love it. Other than that, I know I've been talking about it with a little bit of our... but the third Doomsday teaser showed up.
Oh.
X-Men, baby!
Jeez Louise.
I'm here for it.
I still haven't watched anything outside of the first boring-ass trailer.
The second one was also boring. This one, until I got goosebumps at the very end, because we see a comic-accurate suit Cyclops unleashing a massive fucking eye beam into the sky. and like looks like sentinels are walking in the background.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
See?
I'm not getting excited about this. No, because fucking Fantastic Four did the same goddamn thing to me and gave me a fucking comic book accurate Galactics.
Don't you give me hope.
And fucking, it made me uncomfortable, but the movie's still completely unnecessary. It was not a good movie. We've gotten Sentinels live before, but they weren't done well. The thing about the Sentinels in the animated series is they're terrifying.
I haven't seen Days of Future Past, but those Sentinels weren't it for me.
No.
Additionally, tagging on to that, because 5 seconds, it's got Sir Ian McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart, and then James Marsden. Apparently, and sorry, I'm jumping ahead to the creeping, and this makes sense because Endgame was 3 hours and 1 minute. A supposed, I don't know if it's confirmed, I think it might be, a supposed runtime for Doomsday. Take a guess. Go ahead.
4 hours and 42 minutes.
3 hours and 45 minutes. At the same point, at least it's, I know that's going to be a fucking marathon, but at the same point, there's so much about to happen in this movie. If it's anything less than 3 hours, it wouldn't make sense.
I hope
there would be more plot holes than the finale of Stranger Things. Hey-oh. But besides that,
stay tuned, Patreons. We're going to be doing a deep destroy of that fucking thing.
It makes me happy. It also worries me. If this is how long they're going with this after Endgame, what the fuck is Secret Wars' runtime going to be? That's going to be like a day. So we'll see about that. But to bring it all the way back, the new things, one of them is recent. One of them is an original / the first movie, if you will. I watched Naked Gun for the first time.
The original?
The original.
Nice.
And then I watched the one with Liam Neeson.
Oh.
And honestly, both good, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The first one, oh my fucking God, always tremendous. Like that style, Airplane, Naked Gun, it's great. The new one, I feel like a lot of it was trying to push it, but there were some pretty good moments, especially with it being like, deadpan Liam Neeson, and then he just does that, and it's like, cool, I'm here for it. But the remake, the first one, if you haven't seen it, do it. And if you haven't seen Airplane, how dare you? But
I love Airplane.
That has been what's been keeping us up at night. Let us know what you've been watching. If you've also been watching the Copenhagen Test, or if you haven't seen Naked Gun, again, how dare you? Do it now. Like right now. We'll wait.
What'd you think? Was it good? Jason Michael's still waiting.
They just press play. Yeah. I'm waiting. Now, of course, we are moving on to our squiggly little things in our ears called earworms. Rob, in your world of music and or more, what have you been listening to?
So I do not know. I honestly cannot remember if I've brought this group up before. And if I have, forgive me.
Pee-pee-poo-poo ballsectomy.
But I really... No, not them. Those dudes fucking rock, though.
Every time.
I've been re-listening to Coast Contra, which is a rap group out of L.A. They are... Man, they are wildly good. If you, for some reason, are like, I want Wu-Tang, but like a new generation, but you also are like, I also really like Outkast and A Tribe Called Quest and Kendrick Lamar and just and only the early beats of Drake. Just the beats, not the Drakeness. Just the early beats. And all of that mashed into one big ball. That's what Coast Contra is. Like, they are unbelievable. They rap in English and in Spanish, which is fucking dope. I love these dudes. And I was at work the other day and I said, I got to listen to some fucking Tyler right now. And I put on a Tyler station and they popped up and I was like, oh man, I forgot about these guys. I need to listen to them. And I just was like, fuck this station. Sorry, Tyler, you're going to be on the back burner for now. And I just worked my way through all of Coast Contra. Highly recommend. So good. So just, oh man. I mean, I think the best way to go into it, check out they have a single called Never Freestyle. check that one out. That one's really good. It also give you like a real good feel for what they do. But all of their albums, like all of their singles, are fucking awesome. It's just they hit the widest range of, and I'm gonna be this guy, good rap, like a good hip hop. They never at any point in time ever stumble into that mumble shit, like the new fucking garbage that's out. They don't do that. They don't even
lifestyle.
And that's the thing, is like Kendrick does that now. And like, I loved Kendrick for the longest time. And then he just sold into the machine, which I guess, sure, anyone's going to fucking do that. They're making money. They're going to do what they're going to do to make money. The side of Kendrick that they've pulled from is early Kendrick. Like everything is just like early good hip hop. The beats, they have straight up sample beats, like from records all the way up to like 808s and shit like that. Like they cover everything, dude. It's wild. So yeah, check out Coast Contra. Let me know, any of you suckers, if you've checked them out and you listen to them, let me know what your thoughts are. Chachi, this one's for you, brother. Like I'm telling you, Chachi would fucking love this shit. I don't know if he's heard of him, but when he's out in Cali, they're there. So, but yeah, that's what's
Go
been
find them.
Yeah, that's what's been penetrating my ear holes this week. What about you?
Jesus. Well, as previously advertised last episode, I promised you suckers that I would do a deeper dive into Master and their album, An Epiphany of Hatred. So I did. Nope, sorry. An Epiphany of Hate, not hatred. I really, really tried. So first off, Master is an American death metal / thrash metal band, and that sounds like it would be fucking awesome.
Sure does.
Except for the fact that every single sound on that album was all the same. Every single song was the same fucking thing. It was the same like progression. It was the same guitar. It was the same and it's like, and the drums, the same fucking beat. I went to different songs. I jumped around and hit random times. It was the same fucking thing, whether it was slightly faster or slightly slower. And I went, I can't. I tapped out. I couldn't do it. I listened to 3 songs and couldn't tell that they were a different song. It all was the same. And like the album cover looks brutal. That's what fucking grabbed my attention. It's just not good. So I tried with that. Other than that, I had to go back to comfort food to get that taste out of my mouth. So of course, you know, your boy was listening to his Avenged Sevenfold and his Trivium. That's it. That's my earworms. Let us know what you've been listening to, if you've been hearing Coast Contra, or if you might have heard Master. And if I'm wrong, cool. I don't care. I'm not doing it again.
I'll give them a listen, and then we'll get an update next week.
Rob thinks they're the greatest thing since sliced fucking bread.
I doubt it, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, of course, that brings us to...
And boy,
Robert,
howdy, do I have one for you. Now,
you warned me beforehand.
I already projected what I think your initial response is going to be to this, but then there's going to be a split second of processing, and you're going to be like, wait a second. Because
Scarlett Johansson and The Exorcist. Oh.
There are certain things that you and I do agree on, and we react similar. And this was a moment where I read it and I was like, for fucking what reason? And then it clicked, and I was just like, actually, I want to fucking see this. So, Lucasfilms, aka the House of Mouse, has announced that they are currently working on a Star Wars horror series. Not a movie, a series. Star Wars horror series. Now, initially I went, who the fuck gives a shit?
Me.
And then I thought about it, and I was just
you
like...
ever played fucking Ewok Hunt on Battlefront? That shit's scary as fuck.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm extremely curious to see where... I mean, we could stick very, very realistically, just stick to the dark side, call it that, and that's what the horror aspect of it is. But first, my worry is that this is going to be a fucking animated series, which I don't want. We have enough animated shit out there already. If you're going to announce that you're working on something that's specifically horror related and it's Star Wars related, make it fucking live action.
Make it real.
Yeah.
Not any of this fucking CG monster bullshit.
Yeah.
We have the ability. People have at Star Wars and Lucasfilm done practical monsters. The fucking Rancor.
Yeah.
The fucking Sarlacc, to an extent. Do it.
Yeah, I mean, they even
Just do it.
They even they realized they messed up with the first season of The Mandalorian by CGIing things that they could have done practically, and then every season from that point on,
imagine a practical crate dragon,
right?
Oh,
So I mean,
it would be the biggest fucking monster.
I don't know, man. I don't know where we go with this. At this point, we have too much Darth Vader story. There's not much we can do horror-wise unless they touch on like the mental battle. You Freddy Krueger this shit, and we show a mental battle inside of Anakin's head, where Anakin and Vader are fighting each other. That would be interesting. Sick. I think, personally, from my point of view, the one and only character I want to see a deep dive on, who I think is easily one of the darkest characters,
Babu Frick,
is Darth Maul.
Oh, yes.
No. I want a Darth Maul. I want to see that side of thing. He is horrifying. Like, straight up, rewatch those movies with him, that movie with him in it, and tell me he doesn't freak you the fuck out. And if you say no, he doesn't, then you're lying. Yep.
Why do you?
Because that's fucking horrifying,
bro. Why do you think they tried copying Darth Maul in Insidious? Look at the monster in Insidious. It's Darth Maul. Why do you think Ed Wood tried to do it in Meat Cleaver Massacre when the guy got burnt? Hey-oh, call back to a shit movie.
I think the crazier thing is like the story of Darth Maul afterwards. Like we get introduced to him in that's episode 1, right? Episode 2?
Episode 1.
Episode 1. And then he gets cut the fuck in half. That's not the end of his story. He gets fucking rebuilt. He gets spider legs.
I can't remember what version of the Clone Wars, because there's I think the OG Clone Wars, which came out fucking, I don't know, right before 3 or right after 3. And then there's this new Clone Wars where, and whatever the fuck, but we get the exploration into what happens after Maul gets cut in half. And we do kind of see spider legs, but they get to be more like raptor-y almost. But we do see the spider legs in Solo, and I'm here for it, which I don't think Solo's bad. I really like Solo a lot. I like it better than Rogue One. Yep.
This is a very long conversation that we're not going to have right now. Only because I am, as you all know, I am a Trekkie over Star Wars any day. And so the lore that I know of Star Wars is enough, but there are things that like I completely don't know. For example, going to see Rogue One, being like, oh, cool, a prequel movie, not knowing what it's a prequel to until the end of the movie. And I was just like, I'm a fucking idiot. Because then I watched the original first movie, and I was just like, oh yeah, they legitimately say Rogue One. I'm like, I'm a fucking dumbass. Like, had no clue.
That's okay. It came out in the 70s.
I think I went and saw this. I think I went and saw this with Chachi, and I was like, wait, what? And he was just like, the fuck do you mean, what?
Where have you been?
But I mean, that also has like the coolest Darth Vader scene ever, where he like force slams that dude into the ceiling. It's fucking brutal. Oh, Solo. Yeah, I went into it not expecting anything and walked away going like, cool, so black space Indiana Jones. And I haven't watched it again since. And I feel like I need to again. Oh, no. Yeah. No, that's exactly what it was. Yeah. So I was like, it's Indiana Jones.
You talking about space. Lando Calrissian?
Yeah, Lando too. Yeah. I mean,
that was Donald Glover, so that's a fucking win in my book any day.
But I mean, the whole entire movie, it's 2 Indiana Joneses. One's black, one's white. They're Indiana Jonesing around the universe and universes, intergalactic space, and a movie. Now, I've only seen it once, and I need to rewatch it, I feel like, at this point, because why not? And I don't know. Anyway, Star Wars horror, I'm intrigued, I think is the best way to put it. I'm intrigued. I just hope it's not animated. I'll be dead honest with you. If they announce it and they're like, here's the trailer, and it's CGI or animated, I'm not watching it. Somebody else can watch it and let us know what they think about it, but I'm not watching an animated
I'm that
horror.
other person, I'll let you know.
Yeah. I won't do it. I refuse. I'm just not gonna. House of Mouse wants to give us something we didn't know we wanted and then animate it. Eat a bag of dicks. Yeah. You're not DC. DC keeps doing that. They're like, we've got animation money. Do you want a Death in the Family? Like, yeah, live action. They're like, too bad. Here's a 2-part animated movie. You're like, you fucking assholes.
God damn it.
Oh man, but yeah, so that's the Creeping It Real for this week. Please let us know what your thoughts are on Horror Wars, Star Wars Horror Edition, the series, whatever you want to call
Star Wars.
No.
Is that what they tried to do in Zack and Miri Make a Porno? Anyway.
Chuck it, football all night. I fucking love that movie.
Before we skedaddle on out of here, I know I kind of, started with a small Creeping It Real, and now we're ending with a smaller Creeping It Real. A few short days ago, Rob's going to enjoy this. I know I am, because I looked at it, blinked a little bit, but now hearing more about it, we might be getting something brand new. According to Johnny Knoxville, June 26th of 2026, Jackass is back in theaters. That kind of made me go, oh, okay, they're re-putting it in theaters. It a new movie? Question mark? Fingers crossed? Asterisk? Dude.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a full-blown new movie, only because after Forever, Johnny Knoxville did an interview where he straight up said, I'm too old. I can't keep doing this anymore. He said, if I take one more blow to the head, I will most likely become a vegetable.
That fucking bull almost killed him, though. In that last one, that hit was hard.
The worst hit, craziest part is, I'm a hardcore fan. Like, I've been a fan of Jackass before. Jackass was a thing.
Big Brother.
It was called CK fucking Y.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, Big Brother and CKY, man. Apparently, Bam's also doing better, which makes
Bam's
me
doing
very
way better.
happy.
Yeah. He
that makes my heart so happy.
He posted a picture. He reunited with Phil in April to give them stuff that Priscilla Presley gave him, and it made my heart sing. after the shit that fucking hit the fan.
Dude, I haven't seen that. I would have cried. So the worst hit Johnny has ever taken was on the set of Action Park. Have you seen that movie?
Yep, going over the edge of the coaster. Oh my god.
Yep.
I went and saw that in theaters. That was weird.
He shattered his hip and ruptured his urethra. He also knocked his eye back out of the socket on that one hit that kept in the movie. He's like, yeah, I fucking hurt myself. I damaged my body, unreversibly damaged my body for this scene. It's staying in the movie. And the sound you hear is not edited in. That's the actual sound of it hitting the ground. It's awful.
That man's poor urethra. First the dirt bike and now this.
I feel like with this, we should also tack on the news of rest in peace MTV. You haven't been music television for like 20 some odd years at this point, but
you've been one foot in the grave for a while.
My fear, first of all, is that they're going to compile all of the stuff that never made it into the points movies.
Okay.
So like they had Jackass, and then they had Jackass 1.5, and then they did Jackass 2, Jackass 2, Jackass 2.5. There's other stuff that never made it into the 2 points, into the 0.5s. So my fear is we're going to get all of that as a movie. And I say fear because, yeah, it'd be great to like go back down memory lane and see some shit that's never seen the light of day and see them younger again. I personally, it's hard for me to ever see Ryan Dunn on screen. Like,
yeah,
the reason I know Bam's doing better is I've been going down that path again and like rewatching CKY and all of these other things and these interviews. And like I've literally been watching like the descent and reascension of Bam through YouTube. But seeing like old Viva La Bam, where Ryan is, I'm trying my best. You can hear my voice. I'm trying my best not to cry right now. Seeing Ryan is just tough. He was one of the dudes in that group that I like idolized. Like it's weird. It's funny too to find out later, like he never showered. So anytime Bam had an opportunity to throw him into water, he threw him into water. So that's why they're always throwing him into water or dumping water on him. So it's like he never showered, which is disgusting.
Hardcore.
But what I'm hoping for this is my personal hope, is Jackass Forever was great. Jackass Forever 0.5 was unbelievable. That was Jackass. Like that was Poopies knocking himself off the ladder is the greatest shit. I'll show me, and then he just knocks the letter out from her.
Dude,
it's the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That was hilarious. The funniest thing, and I could not stop laughing, is when they're having the fucking COVID safety meeting, and it's like, all right, take this seriously, and then they inflate a bouncy castle underneath. I could not stop fucking laughing. I couldn't breathe, and I was in tears.
So my hope is this. I don't know where things are going to go. Like, Dick House Productions still exists because it's co-owned by Spike and Johnny. So, like, they own that thing. MTV's gone. So I don't think there's an MTV Productions anymore. Some of the shows that I watch that are like MTV Productions don't have the MTV logo in front of them anymore.
Oh.
So, like, any of the Tyler Sheridan shows, Landman, it was an MTV production and Paramount. It's just Paramount now. It's the only logo that pops up. So my hope with Forever and us getting a whole bunch of new cast members is that this movie is a passing of the torch, and some other company has bought the rights to Jackass. Well, I mean, not bought, but Paramount owns the rights at this point. So I think it would be really cool of them being like, here's an entire movie. Here's the new crew. By the way, the new season of Jackass drops, and then they give us the date, and we get Jackass hits the screen, hits our home TVs again, and we get a whole new group, because that lineup was great for Forever.
I will say, yeah. I've looked at some of the comments. Like, I know Rockfeed just did a whole like debrief on this announcement and everything, but like, there's a lot of people that are the opposite of you, and I understand the reason, but at the same point, I'm 50-50, dude. Like, I'll watch those guys until, the end of time, but at the same point, it's like, I really only want to watch them, but I know their bodies can't take it that much more. Like, they are old. Time has not been kind, especially the fact that they've literally risked life and limb, and some of them a lot more, for these movies. So
Poopy's
the fucking
his
shark,
whole
dude.
hand.
Yeah.
For Shark Week, he still doesn't have function in that hand. It's done. So, like, if he even comes back, would be a shock. I'll be honest. I know he's not doing well, but like, it's interesting. I think Poopy's is he was definitely underpaid, but he was also underrated, because a lot of the stunts that we saw in Forever were his idea.
Yeah.
He just didn't do most of them. So if anything, I feel like Poopy's could potentially be the new Knoxville. He's got the charisma. He's got the good looks. He's definitely got like a screen presence. He's fucking funny. He's lovable.
Yeah.
People like him, and he's willing to go to the extreme. Yes, he doesn't have functionality in his hand, but you don't need functionality in a hand to stand in front of a bowl. And Johnny, if you really look at the extent of Jackass, Johnny, yes, did some rather extreme stunts, but for the most part, he was on the back. He was in the back line. He was the one with the taser. He was the one doing all of the stuff.
With the buzzer, with the mousetrap.
Shaving heads, all of that stuff. Johnny was just kind of the ringleader.
Aaron got the shit kicked out of him in this movie. In Forever, it was Aaron McGee punishment.
Yeah. I mean, it's Danger Aaron's Danger Aaron, and it will always be Danger Aaron.
Yep.
But he's another one that I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I think out of everyone, he's taken the worst. He's done the worst shit. The blindfolded invert drop, he destroyed the nerve endings in his elbow. Like, he completely destroyed him. He said he's still half numb in that arm to this day.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't know, man. I want to see them do the original crew. I want to see them do one more.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can handle watching them get indefinitely hurt. Granted, it's already coming out. Johnny announced it. Steve-O announced it as well.
Yep.
So they're fine. So whatever this is,
again, Steve-O's still doing the same old shit he showed us in his live show. So, I mean, I think
and he's taking good care of himself in like the most fucked up way possible. But like, he's taking care of his health. Like, he's done amazing shit since he's gotten sober. Yep. And he's saved so many other people too. He's used his sobriety to help other people. He's never given up on BAM, which I think is unbelievable. Everybody else has kind of like turned, I wouldn't say fully turned their back on him, but like been like, he's kind of a lost cause. Steve-O said, like, I feel like he's a lost cause, but I'm not going to give up on him.
Yep.
And that's just amazing. It's amazing. I'm just happy to see Bam doing well, because not seeing him in forever was also tough. Like we not only do we not have Dunn, now we don't have Bam. Like, come on, man.
Bam's in it for a scene.
Yeah.
But he's like
a scene, yeah. The marching band treadmill.
Yep.
And that fucked him up so badly that he went back onto the painkillers and then relapsed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was that stunt that fucking started things off again.
Yep.
It's just wild. But
we'll talk about more.
I'm excited.
We'll talk about more Jackass at a later time.
After we go see it.
We are running away with this one. Maybe we just turn it into Jackass. We don't have to talk about Pet Sematary from 2019. Let's just talk about Jackass the entire time.
Seriously. I literally could too.
Of course, before we do get back into the suffering of Pet Sematary, this is the second episode of us coming back to the suffering because, dear God, I'm so sorry. If you decided to suffer along with us last week with Meat Cleaver Massacre, where's the Meat Cleaver, from 1977, you know what that means, folks. It's everybody's favorite segment, Selena's Thoughts.
And boy, howdy, does she have some thoughts on Meat Cleaver Massacre.
Sorry,
short
it's just
but
funny.
Sweet. I like this one. And unfortunately, we don't get to hear her voice this time. You have to listen to mine. Sorry.
Boo.
So, Selena, yeah, right. I booed myself in my own head.
I hear myself for an hour and change anyway.
Selena's thoughts. So, just finished Meat Cleaver Massacre, and oh boy, is it bad. Bad acting, bad editing. I'd say bad script, but this movie had no script. Just two guys, a camera, and lots of drugs, because you'd have to be high to think this movie was a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds like Ed Wood right there.
And if you're seriously, and if you're going to name your movie Meat Cleaver Massacre, at least use one meat cleaver in the movie. And that was Selena's thoughts. Straight to the point, mirrored everything we said. I think I don't know if we've mentioned this before, but Selena sends us her thoughts before the episode comes out. So, like, whenever she says something that we've also said, she has said it before she's heard the episode. Yep. So, yeah, there's no meat cleaver. And, I mean, I feel like it's glaringly obvious the second you watch the movie when you're like, oh, okay. But, yeah.
Again, there are asterisks all over that title. Well, now we have to talk about another bright and sunshiny star in our wonderful steaming pile of shit. Pet Sematary from 2019, the reboot that nobody wanted / remake / something.
Reboot.
Whatever. Nobody wanted it, but they made it anyway.
Yeah. So
Rob,
the production synopsis for this, I did not agree with, so I ended up finding somebody else's, but I'll read you both like I always do. So Dr. Lewis Creed and his wife Rachel relocate from Boston to rural Maine with their 2 young children. The couple soon discover a mysterious burial ground hidden deep in the woods near their new home. No, that's not how that happens, but okay.
Nope.
All right, somebody else rewrote this so that it actually was a little bit more accurate.
Hey.
To escape the pressure of the big city life and spend more time with his family, Lewis Creed takes a job as a campus doctor in a small Maine college town. Sorry about that. However, his plan for an idyllic family life is ruined by a dark force lurking in the woods behind his house. Now, IMDb, you can write any synopsis you want. There are at least 100. I read about 20 of them, and this was the only one that was close enough because none of them were right. None of them were even close to anything. One of them straight up spoiled the entire movie, and I was just like, the last line was like, "Don't watch," and I was just like, "That's fucking awesome." I was like,
"Get him on the show."
I might go back and try and find that one again and take a screenshot and post it because it was just wild. But yeah,
hell yeah.
I only wrote one note for this entire movie. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's fair because it's my episode, so I have to lead it. Ah, bitch. Well, I mean, as I've stated many times, my favorite King property is Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm.
The old movie is tremendous. The Ramones song is my favorite, like, go-to Ramones song next to Bonzo Goes to Bitburg.
In a pet
And
cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Sorry, I'll stop.
Like you said last week, the beginning of this, I was a little hopeful. And, like, honestly, I think I was hopeful for a little bit longer than I should have been. Because until, like, until, like, maybe the last 20, 30-ish minutes.
Jesus.
I was like, okay, dude, I was into this for a while. And you'll be, I don't want to say surprised at my rating. Well, maybe. We'll see. We get a overhead shot of some beautiful scenery with a burning barn, and then we see a car and bloody footprints and bloody handprints, and then it just cuts, and we get a nice, happy family adventure, and we see, honestly, I completely forgot their names, but we see Lewis, we see Rachel, we see Gage, we see Ellie, and we see Church. Good old Church. Son bitch that starts it all. And they arrive at their new house, and for an unnecessary jump scare, as everybody who saw Pet Sematary knows, yes, the truck is a part of it. But me, being the realist, when it shows up for a jump scare, I went, bitch, you would have heard that thing coming from a mile away at that fucking speed.
Yeah.
Especially it goes, just, la, la, la. No. No, you would have been, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's a truck. Okay, hey kids, don't go near that road. Problem fucking solved.
That is also the most accurate main thing that is in this movie. Nobody has a Maine accent.
Nope.
Which is a disappointment. But the fact that trucks are going like 60 miles per hour on back roads, that fucking happens in Maine. That happens here in New Hampshire. Like that,
yes, it does.
That's real
I
shit.
hear it all the time.
Yep. It's wild.
So we see Ellie go into the house, and then Gage walks into the house. Lewis picks up Rachel and starts carrying her over the threshold. In my brain, I'm like, what about the fucking cat? And then you hear Rachel go, wait, the cat's still in the car. I was like, thank you. God damn. We find out that Lewis is a doctor because he has to go to work, and he meets, some of the people that are there. Oh, bloody nose in this room. Cool. The family is unpacking at home. We see one of my favorite characters, Judd, as the little girl goes adventuring into the woods, and we see the procession of kids with animal masks going to bury a pet dog. The mom also sees it, and they decide to walk closer. It would have been like, honey, let's go this way. You go that way. I'm going to go figure out what the fuck is going on. You don't need to be here at this very moment in time because that's some fucking culty shit. And children are in it, and you're not part of it. So eventually, as all inquisitive kids do, she goes back out after sitting in front of SpongeBob for 5 seconds. Into the Pet Cemetery we go, still spelt wrong.
She even says that, too.
Yep.
That's spelt wrong.
And then we see the Pet Cemetery, and we see a mound of, like, sticks and logs and shit, and she starts trying to climb it. And here we get the introduction of John Lithgow as Judd.
He didn't come out with the accent.
Dude, first off, major problem. Yep. Second off, motherfucker, I'm going to say it right now, Judd's an asshole and he starts this all. He's the fucking reason.
Yep.
God damn it. And it pisses me off because I'm sitting here expecting caring, kind Fred Gwynn. Oh, don't go down that road now. But no, we get sometime dead's better. It's like, where's your kind inflection, you son of a bitch? Nope. I mean, it's kind of understandable. You see this random man in the woods, and the mom's already like, red flag. I don't care if you're our next door neighbor. This is my first time meeting you with my child in a pet cemetery in our brand new backyard. Neat. I'm so pissed off with Judd in this movie. He sucks. He fucking sucks. And he does start it all.
Yeah.
So Judd is invited over for dinner because Ellie goes over and goes through his house and sees his gun and sees his wife, which comes back to really bite him in the ass later in the movie, and I'm okay with it. But he comes over, meets the rest of the family, meets Church, who takes very quickly to Judd. Shortly after that, dude, it's a great day. Why? Because it's fucking Halloween. Oh, that made me so happy. And the ghost costumes look great.
Yeah, they do.
There's a few things in this movie where I'm sitting here going like, will this really be as bad as people are saying? Because honestly, the atmosphere, gorgeous. The scenery in all this, again, gorgeous. We know how well that's played out in the Season of Suffering, but it feels so great. Right before Halloween, unfortunately, in Lewis's line of work at the college, he was about to go check on something. I think it was about to be lunchtime. And then there was a car crash. A kid got hit by a car. A college student got hit by a car. Fucked him up. However, I don't necessarily know what it looks like. I'm not going to be the expert on this, but it kind of just looked like ground beef on the side of his face. The spurting blood was cool. It was meant to be exposed brain and like fucked up because he got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And he dies on the table. And then we see the light flickering as a very obvious setup. We pan slightly to the left so that way we can't see the guy on the table. And then he's sitting up. I didn't hear him say Lewis's name, but then he goes, he said my name. What? Oh, nothing. It doesn't matter. Did he though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's dead.
Lewis goes home and is completely fucking traumatized for a while. Doesn't really let anybody in. We get a dream sequence. Lewis actually winds up going into the woods barefoot, following the killed guy, and back out to the mound of sticks and everything. And again, it's Halloween, and Judd tells him to come over. We see that Church has been run over by one of those trucks.
Aww.
So,
dude, he picks him up. That's the It's the grossest moment of this entire movie. I was like, you don't touch it with your bare hands.
I get it. It's your daughter's cat, but man, show a little bit more care and decency for the thing while carrying it instead of like swinging it around in a fucking pillowcase, like dropping it on the ground several times. Dude, bro. So it's like, all right, we're going to tell Ellie he ran away. We're not going to tell him that he died. Judd goes, you love your girl? Yes. Yes, I do. What kind of question is that? Cool. Come with me. They go trudging through the pet cemetery. This is where the dead go to rest. And then points over the mound. That's where the dead go to walk around. Excuse me?
They do what now?
This, as much as a cool visual it was, it made no sense. They climb over the mound, and they're in this sudden... Apparently, there's the legend of the Wendigo comes into play, and you can hear it howling and cracking through the trees. They step into the swamp that is filled with bones. Mm-hmm. We go into the goddamn underworld because it's all gray and like dark and stormy. Lightning strikes in the background, and Judd brings Lewis up a mountain, just like, cool, bury your cat. You have to do it. I can't help you. And they go back next morning. They start telling Ellie, hey, Church died. Church isn't dead. Church was outside my windowsill last night. Lewis immediately red flags, looks up, sees a knocked over letter of her name, and sees wet paw prints.
Yeah, it says, and then she says that he's in the closet. Sure enough.
Is that a puppet or an animatronic? Because like there's parts that obviously it's the real cat, but when he's just sitting there, it looks very puppet.
It does, but I think it's just the type of cat it is. It has very strange hair, and they matted like a bunch of like gross gooey blood and shit in there and jello.
Fair.
That's literally what
that's fair.
It looks like jello.
Speaking of gooey jello and shit matted in its hair, Ellie's trying to brush Church and get all the, stuff, and keeps yanking on matted down blood. So he decides to slash at her, and then she gets bandaged up, says, I don't want him in my room anymore. Absolutely not. Fair enough. So Lewis then closes the door, and he goes to see his wife, and they start, having an actual intimate moment. Good for you, as a husband and wife should. And then Church, the fucking cock block boner killer, shows up, dropping a dead, mangled-ass bird on the foot of their bed. And Lewis is like, fuck you, get out of here, cat. Yes, it's still twitching. It's still attempting to flap. Again, the truck becomes a recurring thing. Like, after the guy got hit by the car, Lewis goes home, he's sitting at a stoplight. That makes sense. We've all had days where we just take a breather, especially if it's like late at night. You're like, I know I should get home, but let me just have a moment here.
Yeah.
And then he starts going and the truck goes out of fucking nowhere. It's like, cool. Another truck jump scare.
Get the fuck out of the way, kid. I'm driving here.
Yeah. Well, Lewis goes into the basement trying to find Church to probably shoo him out of the fucking house. Finds a dark corner in the basement. Goes towards it, expecting it to be Church. Nah, Church is on the stairs. Turns around. Another truck jump scare of the headlights coming right at him. God damn it. Really?
Too much trucking.
Fuck.
It's trucking ridiculous.
It is trucking ridiculous. Well, there is also another side story that's happening. We find out that the mom has had trauma of her sister Zelda when she was younger. Now, this was gnarly. I don't recall it being this gnarly in the original, but like it's all twisted and bony and just mangled
And gooey.
and skin stretched. It's upsetting. But we find out the sister, Rachel, was left alone with her sister, and she was told not to use the dumbwaiter, but she sends food up in the dumbwaiter because she doesn't want to see her sister. Because her sister is saying, you're going to be stuck in a bed just like me for the rest of your life. And then she uses the dumbwaiter. Zelda comes crashing down the fucking dumbwaiter, and that's how she dies. So, mom blames herself for her sister's death.
Yep.
That keeps coming back.
Yep.
Great.
Dumb. Waiter.
Very dumb waiter.
Waiter.
Well, this is, at this
later.
point, I've noticed, hey, we haven't seen Gage in a very long time. I mean, that's okay. We don't need to see him now
He's a
because he's
truck.
going to see a truck in in 5 seconds.
He is the truck.
But
That's the movie. He's the ghost of multiple trucks.
Lewis wakes up in the morning and sees Ellie drawing some pictures, and then there's, happy butterflies, rainbows, yada yada. And then there's one of a stick figure with blood coming out of the side of its head. And she's like, that wasn't me. That was Gage. And in my mind, I was like, was it though? As again, we hadn't seen Gage in like 12 years at this point. Lewis goes in and finds the fucking cat terrifyingly just sitting on him. Like the eyes, you take a picture of a cat or any animal for that matter at night and the eyes are just glossed over. It's like, cool. Demon. Not about it. This fucking cat. Horrible. At this point, we've already had Lewis go back to Judd and he's like, hey, what the fuck is going on with this cat? It was dead. Why is it back? Judd explains that he brought his dog up there. It came back. So then we had to kill it again. So Lewis is like, I have to kill Church again. Tries to stick him in the neck with the anesthetic. Motherfucking evil cat gives him the kind of face. Like actually looks like a regular cat again. Now, part of me is thinking, yes, Judd is totally at fault for this.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I start to go, Lewis is at fault for this, because instead of putting down the fucking reincarnated demon cat, he drives it off the fucking land. God knows how long or how far he goes, drops it, takes off. It's Ellie's birthday. Yay.
Yay.
The entire fucking family is there, pretty much.
Yeah, and then a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm. Ellie is upset because she misses church, and Lewis has a little stuffed cat for her. It's cute, whatever. They start playing hide and seek. Gage sees Ellie duck behind the trees, and she sees something coming down the road. I could not see what the fuck this was for the longest time. It looked like somebody walking down the road.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. So I'm glad it wasn't just me and my eyes are not failing me yet. It's Church. And she goes out into the road, and at this moment we're like, oh, you fucking bait and switch. Gage goes out into the road. I'm like, twofer. The old 7-10 split. No. Instead, we hear the truck, as we didn't hear in the very beginning of the movie, sure. But the truck's coming up, hauling ass, doing 65 down the back road. Driver looks at his flip phone. A brief moment of actual holy shit, and like, that was pretty good acting of Lewis screaming for Gage and booking it. Grabs Gage, driver swerves out of the way. Trailer comes disconnected, and there's a brief moment of, is she okay?
What a twist.
Ellie gets fucking wailed by a tanker, and there's a whole fucking funeral and everything. Also, how do you leave that party after? like, not only there's a tanker and a truck in the middle of the road, but also, hey, sorry about your daughter, but we got a thing later.
You take your gift back and a slice of cake and just slink off. Like, you're not going to need this.
Yep, just cut an extra corner piece of cake for me. I'll take the name; it'll be okay. You don't want that bit anyway.
Return the gift. You're like, yeah, sorry, it was a My Little Pony, but I don't think Gage is going to want this. Okay, bye.
In the grand scheme of shit, it's horrible. Completely understandable.
It's also, this is
a movie.
This is my third time watching this movie. The first time I watched it, I said, wow, what a steaming pile of shit. And then
praying it gets better.
A year later, I was like, I don't think I gave this a fair shake simply because the original's perfect.
Oh, God, yeah.
So I watched it again and I was like, nope, this still sucks. This is my third time watching it, and I felt nothing other than annoyance the entire movie, except for one moment, and it's the only note I took, because I was like, yes, please. But
okay.
I feel nothing when this happens. I understand aesthetically and, like, as a filmmaker, doing this entire sequence with no, like, actual sound in, like, slow motion and stuff like that. Because, like, Gage runs out into the road, and you see him mouth the word church. And then you can see the truck behind him. Like, it's a really cool shot. And then it isn't until Lewis yells Gage that anything is heard. And then it goes back to silence. And then we, see the gas tanker laying there and his, the mother ran out. And then we see her reemerge and collapse. And then the dad runs out and lifts her limp dead body. And it's just like, all right, cool. I genuinely feel nothing, like, at all. I don't know, man. Like, you want to make me feel something, then turn this shit up to 11. Make this a rated R movie. Have half of her body fucking mangled, so when she comes back, she's just dragging herself by one arm. Like,
yeah. If you haven't seen Pet Sematary before, he brings her to the cemetery after he drugs Judd, because fuck Judd, he did this whole fucking thing.
Yeah, and
he's like, "Don't do anything, Lewis. I know what you're thinking, but she's not going to come back the same." The mom and Gage have taken off with the parents, which the parents, whose parents?
Her parents.
Like,
back to Boston.
Are you sure? Because they look about the same age, just he's a silver fox. This is all after the fucking funeral. Everybody's there. It's sad. Okay. My favorite part is when he looks up and he's like, Judd, you motherfucker. It's seething, burning rage, understandably. So he brings Ellie all the way out there, dodges a Wendigo noise, and she gets resurrected because she comes back. We think it's her. No, it's Church. And then she's right behind him. She is no worse for wear.
No.
Minus one droopy eye. She caught a tanker to the fucking face. Yeah, dies.
She came out looking like Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, my God.
Not nearly as good of an actor, though.
Jesus Christ. And also at this point, Gage is now seeing the college guy, the guy who got hit by the car.
Yeah, which is
why?
I don't fucking know. There's no explanation to a lot of everything that happens in this fucking movie.
No. Instead, we get Gage being haunted by the college guy. They try calling Lewis. Lewis is instead hanging out with his dead daughter after he's rinsed her head off and like tried to, clean her up. And then he starts brushing her hair, and I was like, oh, there's, blood and stuff. But I was like, wait, no, proper funeral. It's the goddamn staples in the back of her head after they've done what they need to do at the funeral home. That was a ooh, I don't like that little detail scene in a kind of a good way. Again, I was into this movie for a little bit longer than I should have been. Now, Judd eventually wakes up, confused and, under a blanket. And Rachel's been trying to call, and he goes to check because he's worried, and he sees the dirt on his nails as Lewis is, I'm hunky-dory, Judd. Literally, nothing is wrong in my life. It's like, first off, your daughter died 2 days ago. You're fucking insane. You're nuts. You're nuts. Judd takes off, and he turns around to see Ellie in the window. And here we are, about to... I was talking to my TV. If you don't talk to your TV during movies, first off, if you go to a theater and you start talking in a theater, you shut your fucking mouth right now. You say a goddamn word in a theater, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
If you're at home and you're watching it by yourself, MST3K that shit. But if you go in public and do that, I'll kick your ass.
I have a quick side note. Hold on. So
okay.
I saw a guy on TikTok the other day, and he said, it's 2026. Can we all turn over a new leaf with theater etiquette? And he went through a list of things of like, if you can't stay off your phone, then stay out of the fucking theaters.
Seriously.
If you've bought something that has a crinkly package, pre-open it, make sure everything's ready to go so you're not crinkling the entire time. And I was like, yes, I agree with all of this. So I went to the movies the beginning of the week, to go see the movie, and we are fucking 5 minutes into the movie, and the guy behind me decides that's the time to open his crinkly package of Twizzlers. And we all know that if you get Twizzlers at the theater, they're stuck together. So this is why you get to your seat, you open it, and then you squeeze it and you crinkle it together to separate all of the fucking Twizzlers. And then you rip the package open and you flour it down so the Twizzlers are sticking out of your cup holder, and you grab them one at a time. That's what you fucking do.
You don't need to do it during the trailers. You do it during the fucking Maria Menounos shit that comes up. Thank you for watching this theater first. Fuck you, Maria Menounos. Anyway.
5 minutes in the movie, this guy starts crinkling his package. I didn't even hold it back. I said, I was straight up loud. I went, seriously, this is the fucking time you decided to open your package? I had like a half full theater. There was somebody behind that guy that went, seriously, dude. The guy said nothing and continued to crinkle his package until a woman said, okay, I think that's enough. No more crinkling. And I was just like, all right, cool. I'm glad I'm not alone here. And I had people backing me up. But dude, I said it loud as fuck. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like during the movie, it's quiet. He was only crinkling during quiet parts, not during loud parts too. Like he was doing it intentionally.
If you need to, fucking shit's exploding, keep your eyes on it, crinkle away. Nobody can hear it anyway.
Yeah,
but
I don't even care.
It's like fucking, shit building up. It's silent. Ooh,
crinkle time.
You're a cunt. You're an absolute sloppy fucking cunt. I hate you.
So,
god damn.
Yeah. Anyway,
what are we talking about?
Side tangent there. Sorry about that.
I was talking to my TV when this happened, but like this, I know we've said we're gonna make like a kills or injuries in movies that make us cringe to this day episode for Patreon. We still will. Spoiler alert: number 1 is from Pet Sematary when Judd's Achilles gets slashed. And then the corners of his mouth get slashed with the scalpel by Gage. Every time I watch it, I brace myself, and it's so horrible every single time. So I'm watching this. She goes and grabs the scalpel. I'm like, I swear to fucking God, you don't fuck this up right now. They fucked it up.
Yep, they sure did.
Fucked it up.
Now,
no, hang on. I'm so sorry. Similar to 2010's The Wolfman, I understand it's a modern thing. I get it. People want to see more gruesome shit. You could only do so much in the 80s. You could only do so much in 41. That's what threw me off about The Wolfman. It's like, oh, really? Decapitation, fingers through the guy's, neck. Cool. She stabs him through the Achilles, kind of, and then tears it back.
Yeah.
It's so quick and it's cut away from where it's like, oh, okay. And then she houses him and stabs him over and over after basically saying like, hey, I went to hell, saw your wife.
So this is the only note I have about this movie is so where he gets his Achilles cut in the original movies from under a bed. This time we get that a fake out. He kicks the bed. There's nothing there. He walks down the stairs. Church is behind him. He turns around. He looks at it. Ellie's at the bottom, like through the banister, cuts his Achilles. He falls down the stairs. She's wearing one of the procession masks of a bunny, I believe. Or maybe it's a cat.
I think it was a cat.
But she talks about seeing his wife in hell, and then she takes her mask off, and her face is his wife's face, presumably. We've never seen her.
Yeah.
But Ellie's face is an old lady's face. We've seen her in a small picture. Yeah. And it's the only note I have is, this is the creepiest shit that I've seen in a long time. Because honestly, this movie sucks dick. This one scene is awesome. Like, not the Achilles cutting, just when her face is his wife's face and she's talking with the old lady with an old lady voice. I was like, I'm not safe. Like, I really like this scene, and only this scene. My next favorite scene in this movie is the credits, but
get fucked. I think you're really making a connection. I think with one of JB's least favorite things in movies is unnatural sounds coming out of things.
Yeah, when adult voices come out of children's mouths, it's.
Yeah, like the bear from, I think, what is it, Abomination?
No, we don't talk about Annihilation. We don't talk about.
All right, fair enough.
No.
I haven't seen the entirety of it. I've just seen that scene, and dude, I'm with you on that. Fuck that shit.
That is a movie that I will rewatch when I want to cry and at the same time be uncomfortable as all fucking hell.
Watch it through your fingers?
No, it's like my whole body is tense and like I have this visceral grossness running through me because I'm just like, no, this
that's fair.
Decaying bear screaming, "Oh my God," and crying in a woman's voice. Oh, no, thank you.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, search Annihilation bear scene, and then just be prepared. Yeah. It's going to be unnatural in a really well done way. Yeah. And you're going to go, ooh, I don't like this.
So just watch the whole movie because the movie's fucking fantastic. And once you're done with that, go read the book. They're two completely different things, but they complement each other so well, which rarely happens with books and book to movie adaptations. The two are different, but so fucking good. I like Annihilation. Do not get me wrong. I can't just be like, this isn't the Blair Witch Project or John Carpenter's The Thing. I can't just be like, yay, happy times for my eyeballs.
Yeah,
this one's just like,
it's not comfort food.
Yeah, I need 7 to 8 hours to fucking recoup after watching Annihilation.
This is when you were a kid and your mom said, eat your vegetables. And you're like, no. And she said, you're sitting at the table until you do. This is that fucking defiant 3 hours you sat there with the cold ass broccoli in front of you.
Yeah, you have to eat that cold microwavable broccoli. I'm glad you said broccoli because I was thinking the same thing. Nothing's worse than that broccoli. It's so gross. You're just like, oh.
That's one of my favorite things that my parents still bring up. It's like, oh, he would sit at the table and not touch it. And it's like, yeah. And now he cooks with the shit. Yeah, I'm an adult. I was wrong. I was so horribly wrong.
My brother hated sweet potatoes so badly that just to prove a point, he ate it, the biggest piece he could, and this is how much he still hates them to this day. But he ate it and he projectilely vomited onto the table.
Oh my God!
Like, I still remember I jumped so quick away from the table. I was like, oh my God!
Apologies, suckers. This is the brief gross section. We weren't allowed soda unless it was like a party or a treat. So we had water and we had milk. Ooh. So, dude, honestly, sometimes milk fucking slaps. Now, I had a big, tall glass of milk right next to me. Ooh. I would take the broccoli or whatever vegetable it was, shove it in my face, chew it real quick, take the biggest fucking mouthful of milk so I couldn't taste it anymore and try and swallow it. It was me trying to swallow vomit, pretty much. Ooh. And it was retching. You could hear it from the other room of just anyway, sorry.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say you used to dip your broccoli in milk, and I was gonna be like, that's diabolical.
I'll kill you. Podcast over. I'll kill you. And here we are talking about anything besides Pet Sematary. Man, I love our tangents for shit movies.
Oh God!
Because eventually we'll have to go back to them, but they're not great.
Yeah, let's just jam through this because
that's my plan. Yeah. That's my fucking plan. So Judd gets stabbed to death. That's fuck you. Rachel shows back up with Gage, and Lewis has no idea and is not prepared for it. This is when he's like, "Hey, so I brought our daughter." Sorry, what? I brought her daughter back to this resurrection mountain in the woods, and here she comes walking up. At this moment, Rachel is not about it. Lewis is fucked in the head, and this is one thing I remember from the trailer where he goes, hug your daughter. Just hug your daughter. It's like, nah, dude, sorry, not my girl. And later, she says the same fucking thing. Yeah. Dude, that is the moment where I'm sitting there going, Rachel, grab Gage and get the fuck out of there. You drove up here. You can drive the fuck away. Yeah. Go now. Instead, she grabs Gage and goes upstairs, farther into the house. This is where Ellie decides to go, well, she doesn't want me here. I don't want her here. Starts attempting to murder mommy. Jesus Christ. Lewis goes to check on Judd when she finds, oh shit, my zombie daughter went and killed the guy who instilled this idea to bring her back in the first place. As Ellie is attempting to kill Gage and Mom, she pops up off the side of the bed. It's like, cool, we all saw that coming. Anyway, stabs her with a kitchen knife, tries to get her again. They take off out the door into the bathroom. She smashes out the window after barricading the door, drops Gage down to Lewis, and then gets stabbed in the spine.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up stabbed in the mother yucking spine.
Yep.
There is no moment in this movie, there was in the original, there's no moment in this movie where the father gets to mourn his wife. Instead, she gets dragged all the way through the woods, over the mound, up the mountain, through the bone pond, and Gage is locked in the car. He says, don't open this thing. Hey, Gage, look at me. Look at me. Listen, hear the words I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying, but listen. Stay in here. Don't unlock it for anyone. He goes hunting for his daughter, finds a shovel in the cemetery as he's brawling with her, like full-blown wrestling match. He has her dead to rights again and is about to decapitate her with a shovel when stab the back of a rebar crucifix through the back, or through his back, in through his chest. It's his wife that we all forgot about, the fact that she died and was dragged up a mountain somehow by a tiny demon human. What do they do with him? Well, as, again, like right before this is when I fell off. Actually, the ankle stab is when I fucking fell off, you son of a bitch. We get the beginning again with the overhead shot and the flames. And we see Gage in the car looking around. And I was like, why is the house burning? What the fuck? Oh, it's because the zombie family's back with a gas can. And the last thing we see in the movie is Lewis walk up to the window, look in, Gage smiling, and then we hear the car unlock. And that is not it, because I have one more note. It kicks into a real shit cover of the Ramones' Pet Sematary. And I went, nope. And that is 2019's Pet Sematary.
It's a terrible cover. So I just want to tack on here. I was genuinely curious because this movie sucked so bad that I never thought to look into it. But as we were talking, I'm like, I'm curious what Stephen King had to say about this one, because he's generally rather kind about most of his stuff. Stephen King generally approved of the 2019 Pet Sematary remake, calling it a, quote, scary movie.
I mean, there were moments where, again...
No, you don't understand. There have been remakes of his properties. It was remade for It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. He went in depth as to why it was superior to the original, why it was so different, what he loved about it, what he would have done slightly differently, blah, 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 blah. Like, he went in on it. All of these movies, he has said 1,500 things. This one, he said, that's a scary movie. I feel like that is the Stephen King middle finger. He's just like...
You done fucked up, Ron.
That's the best you could do. He also said, I thought it was a creative choice to make the daughter the one who died.
Dude, all right, so I don't even know what to do for Bloody Legend, because, like, honestly, if we said it was Church, I'd be okay with it, because Church was creepy in certain scenes, but, like, not a lot of this movie was great. And the fact that they had the Pet Sematary song, but it was a shit cover. I'm not listening to it. Fuck you. I'm not giving that a shot. I backed out of the movie.
Bloody Legend of the Week is the child mask-wearing procession, because that was actually kind of dope. Completely random, but kind of fucking dope. It gave me Children of the Corn vibes. I was just like, I'm kind of here for it. The masks are cool. I
will agree with you, because I can't think of a goddamn thing.
The masks are cool.
Well, of course, I think everybody knows where we lie. But Rob, out of 10 never should have happened remakes of a classic King movie, what do you give Pet Sematary from 2019?
0. I don't know why I've watched this 3 times. I fucking hate myself for this. We'll call it 6 years. I know we're fresh
6 years!
I know we're fresh into 2026, but still, like, last time I watched it was 2020. And I fucking hated it then. I hated it in 2019 when I saw it in theaters. I still hate it. It's just, I warned you, this is a terrible movie. It's not good. There's no reason for this to exist. There's no reason for them to have changed a fucking thing about it. Like, I get why they did, but what pisses me off the most is Judd doesn't have a fucking Maine accent.
No, and Judd's an asshole.
Way to go, John Lithgow. I like John Lithgow, too. Don't get me wrong. I like him as an actor. He's great. Not in this one. Fucking goddamn. Or what do you give it? Jesus fucking Christ.
All right. Well, I told you in the very beginning and several times through it, there are saving things, but not enough to save the entirety of the movie. Like, the visuals, beautiful. The feel and the aesthetic, like the atmosphere, it feels really cool and, you know, haunting at some points and just so upsetting. But then it's like, there's stuff that, okay, weird. The ending, not even the ending scene, I completely forgot about it. I was like, oh, maybe we'll be saved in our rating. And then I saw this ending and I went, oh, no, never mind. Fuck you. Originally, before, you know, shit started going south and the stab, not the slash of the Achilles, originally my brain was saying 6. Now, that's the shock. Yep, see, Rob's eyebrows went beep. You practically heard it. And when I finished watching it last night, I went 4 on a good day. Now talking about it, dude, if they kept the ending even slightly closer to the original, I think it would have been okay. But the ending, like last 20, 30 minutes, fuck this thing to high hell. Yeah. I'm going to give it a 1 for the first maybe half of the movie. That's it. Needless to say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving it a 0. I just remember the Pet Sematary shit ass cover at the end of it. Fuck you. Needless to say, Pet Sematary from 2019, you find yourself at the goddamn bottom of the goddamn dungeon.
Fuck yeah.
Motherfucker. Well, with it, of course, is Outback from 2015, Frankenstein's Island from 1981, Lethal Virus from 2021, 11, Girls with Balls, The Snarling, Six-Headed Shark Attack, Birdemic. Oh, Jesus Christ, we have watched some real shit. Alien Convergence, Don't Speak, Tarot, Mousetrap, Meat Cleaver, Massacre, and now joining them in hell, that is our dungeon, is Pet Sematary. Still...
You know, 14 movies. It's fun.
Yeah. Oh, well, here's the fun thing. We still have guarding Kiss Meets the Phantom, and then on the outside running freely is still Best Ben and Itsy Bestie, really just yucking it up, I guess. Well, that sucked. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
What's going to suck next week, probably?
Well, let's find out.
I'm worried.
This was one that I added. I added a few of these to this list because I was like, man, this looks so bad. It might be good.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 6. So next week, we will be talking about 2018's The Bad Nun. The Bad Nun. That's right.
So, is this just The Nun, or is this called The Bad Nun?
Dude, there are multiple of these movies, by the way.
Excuse me?
There are, as far as I know, there are 3, but I think there might be more than that. Yeah. The Bad Nun, if you are so inclined to watch, you can watch on Zumu Play, or however the hell you pronounce it, Tubi, Pluto TV, Fandango at Home, Plex. Those are all free. You can also watch it on Amazon Prime. It's also on YouTube Prime with subscription. There's a bunch of other ones with subscription. Or if you want to waste $2.99, you can rent it for Google TV. Or if you want to waste an additional $1 for $3.99, you can get it from Apple TV. But yes,
or it might be the best money you've ever spent.
Right? You never know. Everything about this has me very confused because there was part of me that was laughing at the trailer. There was another part of me that went, oh, who knows? You'll have to stick around till next week to find out.
As always, thank you very much for listening. Please, pretty please with the cherry on top, if you are listening to us and you enjoy what you're hearing, consider following us on Patreon, patreon.com/spoiler sleepover podcast. You'll get Rob's Movie Spew Mondays. You'll get some super cool breakdowns and tier lists that we are working on, as well as at the end of this month, you will be getting a drum concert from me. As well as you can go over to our twitch.tv/spoiler sleepover, where we're streaming, baby. And the streams will go up within the week onto our YouTube, youtube.com/spoiler sleepover. How many slashes do we have? More than this fucking piece of shit movie had. And of course, if you are a fan of the show, you gotta be a fan of our sponsor, Gore Clown Shop. Sean does tremendous artwork over there and puts it on wonderful merch that you can go out and wear.
Yep.
Do it, please. And of course, use our code SLEEPOVER for 15% off at checkout. I don't know if I'm looking forward to The Bad Nun. I really don't know. Like, I wasn't interested in seeing The Nun. Valak was cool in Conjuring 2, but I know it has literally nothing to do with that, but it's called The Bad Nun.
Oh,
will it be the best nun?
Bad Nun.
Sleep tight, suckers.
I don't want to be buried in a pet. Sing it with me. Cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. The Ramones are the best.
God damn. Fuck this movie.
Hey!
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover, but the fun won't stop there. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and if you have any episode ideas, please send them our way at spoilersleepover@gmail.com. That'd be really fantastic of you. So, until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers.